Okay, do what you feel best at. I don't want to, but I did ask folks if they could summarize at least whatever it is that they might normally read.
Mr. Chairman, my firsthand experience leads me to the unfortunate conclusion that overall charter schools do not serve all students equally, and they compromise the meaning of public education, which must be equally available to all. What I have witnessed with these co-locations and these expansions has created a disparity within the schools in the same building and has caused animosity, which at some point is unavoidable when you're fighting for precious space. Charter school legislation states that it prohibits discrimination, but the facts reveal that charter schools have failed to give equal access to all students. Therefore, it creates a de facto discrimination. In the 2007-2008 New York State report card for charter schools revealed that students who are still learning English rarely get admitted into these charter schools. While English language learners comprise 14% of the overall public school enrollment, they are less than 4% of the charter school population. Regarding special education enrollment, last year a review by Comptroller Bill Thompson found that less than 5% of special education students were admitted to the charter schools. Yet 15% of the students in public schools are in special education. And when it comes to Title I students, and these numbers seem to be in contradiction with what the DOE said earlier, but I trust the numbers I got from Comptroller Bill Thompson. 57% of charter school students qualify for free lunch and Title I benefits, while the citywide rate is 65%. So in my district, and why I've waited so long, because I think this is so important, in my district, there's a clear example of how favoritism has been lavished on a charter school over my district public school and over my district 75 school. My public school, PS 188, the Island School, has 97% Title I students. Included in there are 20% students who live in the homeless shelter across the street. They, under the DOE's plan to expand the charter school, are going to be capped at their current enrollment. This is a school that, when they closed the low-performing public school across the street, took all of those students because they wanted them to have a school. School achievement went down slightly, and now it went back up, and it's graded an A school by the Department of Education. So they're going to cap my public school. They're going to reduce my sections in my District 75 school for kids with autism from 9 sections to 5, but they're going to expand the charter school from 10 sections to 22 sections, putting 300 extra children, girls, in the school. This is the Girls Prep Charter School. So the Girls Prep Charter School once told me they had 60% of District 1 residents in their school. I found out the number was 30%. So there is an inequality here, particularly when I go to a hearing at the school and the DOE is telling me that they're expanding the charter school because there's a robust parental demand. Meanwhile, I have other schools who've wanted to expand from K through 5 to K through 8, and they've been waiting years. They are public school, district public schools. They have not been allowed to expand. One of the things I'm going to say about all of this also is that the Girls Prep Charter School lied to me, lied to the CEC1, lied to the parents of my community, and to the other principals who were sharing that school. When they moved in a couple of years ago, they said they didn't need extra space. All they needed was what they were getting then. Last year, in 2009, they sat with me and sat with parents and said, oh, there's no room in this school, so we're not looking for room here. I then called them about space available, private space that they might want to purchase, and No one, and they took the information. The next day I get an email. No one mentioned to me anything that day. The next day I get an email saying that the charter school and my District 75 school have come to a compromise and there is room in the space and they're going to expand and take over 3/4 of the floor where my District 75 school is at. So this is totally unequal. It is not a level playing field, and it is because the DOE favors charter schools as I see it. One of the other things that I wanted to mention is during the DOE testimony when they're saying that they don't take any resources and tax dollars. Well, the charter school that are not servicing their special ed students, of which one of my constituents was here earlier and testified, are putting some of their students with the district school to utilize some of the services of special ed. So they're taking those services. We had to close the after-school program to make room for the charter school. They are sharing the science base that I put capital dollars to build for my district school. They're sharing the library that my predecessor put city capital dollars to provide the school with a library that didn't have one. So for them to come here and say does not take any resources from taxpayers is so disingenuous. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much.